Hey, welcome to the Pharmacy Residency Podcast, a member of the Pharmacy Podcast Network. I just got back from Handshakes and Hops, which was a lot of fun. Got to meet Tony Dow from Pharmacy IT and me, and Brian Fung, who is perennial on YouTube and some others. And it was just really cool to kind of just get together and just kind of meet some people out there and kind of get residency started. But I know many of you are looking for Showcase, which is tomorrow, and the nice thing is that I think in past years it had been both on the same day on the first day instead of how it is to this time where it's not till 1 o'clock, which is kind of nice because you're going to kind of build up to it. It's the middle of the day. It's not the beginning of the day. You're not like, oh my gosh, I got to get up at 8 like you will on Tuesday. But the first thing I would do, and the most important thing, is to put on your favorite t-shirt underneath all of that. So I know some of you are wearing blouses and things like that, but if I was wearing a suit, I'd put on like a Harry Potter t-shirt or like a Superman t-shirt or anything that reminds me that, you know what, I'm just going to go and I'm going to go there with an open mind, and I'm going to go meet people, and I'm going to get to know a little bit about the programs. Biggest misstep most people make is they're so focused on their Excel spreadsheet. They've got their map. They know they want to go to certain places and certain sites and meet with certain people. And then after they meet those people, they're like, oh my gosh, that interaction wasn't the way that I wanted it to be. I handed them a business card, but I think they lost it, or they put it in the bad pile, and all of this stuff. And it's the residency showcase. It's not the residency applicant showcase. So again, you're just learning, first of all, how challenging it's going to be. And I don't mean to be negative, but I want to be very practical in that there are going to be 4,000 people of the 8,000 that apply this year or more that will walk away without a residency. And their lives move on, and all is well with their world eventually. Now, the thing you want to go in with is just, can I find people that I want to get along with? So instead of thinking of it as the showcase and I have to be here and I have to be there, think of it more as, and many of your schools may not have this, but in fraternity and sorority rush, they kind of open the houses and you start to talk to people and start to get an idea of what people are like. So instead of looking at it as the residency showcase, I would look at it as fraternity or sorority rush, and whether it's and I'm talking about undergrad where there are many different houses. And what you do is you go into the houses and you're like, oh, these are the rich guys. Oh, these are the whatever it is. And every house just kind of has a vibe. And you get in there and you're like, yeah, I met some guys and this just is not the place for me. And then you go to other places like, wow, I wasn't really planning on going, but my roommate brought me here, and, this was actually a pretty cool place. And, I'd like to go back and I'd like to talk to them again. So my second recommendation, besides the t-shirt, is to treat it like you're looking for a crew, looking for a group, looking for a tribe, however you want to look at it, and see if you can find them. And just put the resumes away, sure, do the handshake and things like that, maybe business cards, but it is not about you impressing anybody. They're not going to remember who you are. They're going to recycle your resumes, forecasts for all that mess. If you want to talk to them, then talk to them at the social functions. I'll be at Maryland, and I'll be at Iowa, and I'll be at Phi Delta Chi on Monday night. I don't know why they're all so close together, but I'll try to be at those three functions. But what you really want to do is just get a feel for how it feels to be with those people. What are they like? Because you're going to be seeing exactly what you want, which is you're going to be seeing them under duress. And I would go back. So even if you go see them early, I would go see what it's like in the second and third hour. Because what you're going to find out really quickly is how well does that team work under the duress of residency showcase. And you're going to find that some start to crumble, and some start to get frustrated, and some start to get upset, and you're like, man, this is only 3 hours, what's it like at that residency? And others are going to be just really welcoming. It's just really a lot of fun. Everybody's hanging. It's just a really nice place to be. And I would really just encourage you to, again, just It's not about impressing anybody. The last thing you want to do is talk about yourself for a long time. Nobody wants to hear somebody talk about themselves for a long time. You're just trying to find some people that you feel like you fit in with. And I know the first time, maybe all of the sites that you want are on that first day. Well, I would definitely go the second day. And then, it's your guard's going to be going to be down. It's going to be a lot easier, and then go to that second and third. So I would go to all the showcases, regardless of your programs being there or not. And I would check them out, and you're going to find that there's a different vibe in each. But also, you're going to get bumped around. There's going to be people that blow past you trying to get to their favorite. Because they have to be there, and their Excel spreadsheet says that they have to be there at 8:52 because that's the exact time that they need for that one and the next one, and you're going to see how people are doing in chaos. So I want to wish you luck. The Residency Showcase tomorrow. I'll probably be at the UNLV library getting some work done on some letters of intent. It's just been really, really fun working with these people and just trying to help them, achieve their dreams and get to the site that they want. And with the letter of intent, I'll help you if you need it. Go to residencyhelp.com to get more details. But the thing with the letters of intent that I'm kind of realizing now is that it should have really been a 1-credit class. For your CV, recommendations, and letter of intent, not just just the writing piece of it. Not because people aren't good writers, but because really a good letter of intent is a letter of introspection, and you're really trying to figure out, well, what do I want? Well, how many choices do I have? Well, you have 4,000 choices, and that's a ton. And really understanding what you want is going to make it so clear to other people where you will fit in. So I'll be working on letters of intent over at UNLV at the main library there tomorrow morning. May head back here in the afternoon. But hit me up, Tony FarmD on LinkedIn or Tony FarmD1 on Facebook. I'd certainly love to meet as many as I can. It's always weird. Somebody comes up to me with a book like, will you sign my book? But yeah, I've written a number of books. So anyway, excited to meet everybody tomorrow. But relax. This is the Residency Showcase. This is about them showcasing themselves. It's up to them to have the stress, not you. Enjoy. Hey, thanks for listening to the Pharmacy Residency Podcast. And if you're interested in learning more about the interview process, go over to Amazon.com where you can check out 100 strong residency interview questions, answers, and rationales in print book, ebook, and audiobook.